Hello, my friends. I just wanted to share something that I saw in a news article. Whenever I was speaking before about the revelations that the Spirit was kind of pouring over me, I got a lot of understanding about the different groups of people in the world and how you can break all peoples basically into three different groups: sheep, goats, or wolves. The entire world of people can be broken into that group. Now, among the sheep are a separate group. They're like the 99 sheep who stayed and the one sheep who left, like the prodigal son analogy parable that Jesus used. In order to be part of the Lord's kingdom, you must be a sheep. But some sheep are sheep that become more like goats or wolves than sheep, and thus they're cut off from the kingdom. They're thrown down into the pit. As other sheep recognize that there is greener pasture and they flock to that greener pasture. These are those who are saved, those who are born again, and they follow the Lord to that greener pasture. So I remember showing I even made a video. I called it the wolves, the sheep, and the goats, or something like that, and I explained these different groups, and I spoke about how the sheep, I believe it was in China, walked around in a circle for 12 days. And I said that that was a very significant event of the Spirit, because it's showing you what the current church is like in the world, the physical church, not the actual body of Christ, those who actually believe and know the Lord, but the ones who call themselves believers, the ones who Jesus called them lukewarm, the ones who really don't know the Lord, but they're putting on the show as if they do. How one sheep would go from that circle and go stand in the middle of the circle as the other sheep walked around them. They'd stand in the middle of that circle for a little bit, then they'd go back out and take their place in the outer circle again. That's like the physical church on the world, the unbelieving physical church. And now you see, this was an article that I believe I pulled it up from Drudge. Goats run loose in San Francisco and no one knows where they came from. Now the goats are running free. Another sign, very important sign of the Spirit for those who have the eyes to see it. When the goats are running free, the pendulum that I was given understanding of, that I shared, how the whole world is like a swinging pendulum, and underneath that pendulum is a pit. And when the pendulum swings back and forth, right and left, and it starts swinging too hard, that's when the sheep start to get irritable and they start to look for a way off of that pendulum. That's times of sorrows, times where the Lord is at work the most. The Lord doesn't work with mirth. Remember that. He works with sorrows and tribulations. Those who swing on the pendulum, they're all like sheep. But the goats are the ones who push that pendulum. And the goats are given orders from the wolves, who tell the goats what to do. So when the wolves tell the goats to push the pendulum harder, they push the pendulum harder. They're getting everything ready, preparing it for the slaughter. Whenever you see something like this, the goats now being on the loose, that means that you're entering a period of true chaos. Because whenever the goats begin to fear for their lives, their well-being, so much that the goats flee, then you know chaos is about to break out. You know that something is about to happen that this world of people, this world of sheep, is not prepared for. We very well may have saw the beginning of that with this banking system on Friday. We'll see what happens on Monday. But whenever the goats begin to flee, you know that there's something major, a major change coming into the world. So continue to look up, my friends. The Lord is coming, and all we will do is maintain until he comes. And then we will drink wine, new wine with him in paradise. God bless.